That's not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scoping your mouth.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Houston Texans.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, for the Ravens, Charles, starting 2023 here at home, you know, for a long time, the future of Lamar Jackson seemed to be kind of up in the air, at least in terms of would he be a Raven. But number 8 is out there, and you can bet that makes a lot of folks happy here in Baltimore.
Starting with Lamar Jackson, who wanted to be a Raven. He didn't want to be anywhere else. Second, how about the head coach, John Harbaugh? Now they'll just retool the offense a little bit, trying to expand upon the talents that Lamar Jackson brings to the table and find their way back to the Super Bowl.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the number 1 overall pick. He went number 2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Pass caught by Collins. What a catch. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 40 yards. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Again, it's A-Chain. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. Well, look now at the 2023 draft class for the Texans, and people still talking about the move they made, trading up in the first round, becoming the 3rd team ever to make 2 of the draft's first 3 selections.
And what a bold move they made, considering what they gave up. But for a team rebuilding like the Texans, I think that was a move they felt like they had to make. Got the quarterback C.J. Stroud, pass rusher Will Anderson Jr. They're going to be the faces of the Houston franchise going forward.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Stroud looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on the...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, here's the option. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He has enough for the first down, and the keeper a gain of 6.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give up the middle to H.A. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Pierce now up the middle, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Here's the 4th, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. First down, they go back to A-Chain. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. A-Chain here, they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
A-Chain now up the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A-Chain will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Pharaoh Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case,
Odell Beckham Jr. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Devon A-Chain in the offense, ready to go once again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked up. surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. And Stroud now to throw. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Josh Downs, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. It's been Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Third quarter begins with a run from Achane. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. It's Achane on the give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
123 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to A-Chain on second down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got Mingo. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run here with A-Chain. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devon A-Chain making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the... point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Devon A-Chain. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Devon A-Chain in the offense, ready to go once again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On a slant, here's Collins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Stroud working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Now it's Jackson. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson options out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's H.A. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Stroud to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Stroud. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Jackson now. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Texans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have